Ionia is
I don't know where it is.
Hey folks, it is September the 29th, and we're going over the second half of chapter 11, and it has to do with the Persian Wars. And the terms on the board are what happened to Athens, Themistocles' plan, the Battle of Salamis, Xerxes to Mardonius, and Ionia. And the kids here in class are having a couple minutes discussing these terms, and then we're going to begin with our lecture.
What happened after
Hello, sir.
they got burned from
Stuff over just a bit.
what was
Like it's spelled word for word too.
Here.
No, I'm pretty sure they stole it because it's also a guy named Jerry.
correct?
Ah, I see. Yes, sir.
And that was
Computer back there?
Can you what?
Can you put the computer back there?
No, because then it'll show everybody.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that.
I'll go to the restaurant.
You may very
The
quickly.
Persians and
After this is done.
he said.
Yeah.
Ships they have.
All right, you got 2 more minutes. Yes, ma'am.
I was just thinking.
Hurry up. Run, Forrest, run.
Who was that?
Why is your globe so stiff?
No, it wasn't. No, it was.
You talking about the Forrest
Yes.
thing?
What else?
That was me.
Can't remember her name. Daniela. Yes.
What is her name?
Daniela.
Ellen.
The way you say it, it was like Daniela. Daniel boy.
Daniel Boone.
You weren't even sure what Daniel was doing. You know, I made him so much. I wonder why.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, Jacob. Wait, you want to read it? Jose. Remember Daniel boy?
Oh, yeah. Daniel Boy.
There's only
Actually, he
4
kind of
years
looks like
that I know who
Jonas.
Daniel boy is.
No, he really. Oh, frick. I'm. Yeah.
Me, what was his
What?
last name? You're the OG's here.
I'm probably
Oh, well, man. What was his last Daniel? Did she date Daniel?
Daniel Minecraft.
What was
Did
young
his
for
last
He did. She young
What was his last
name?
name? What was his last name?
Garrett, I believe Garrett.
How do you spell it?
You like?
D-O-Y.
Hey, folks. Hey,
It reminds me of this kid named Colin Boyd.
hey, y'all need to focus your conversation on the terms. So, yeah, going on tangents.
There was this kid who had cancer, and we had a tournament.
You guys remember
We
Luke?
still do it.
Hey, Jose, what did I just say? Come on,
Sorry.
that's enough. It's gonna have to play.
He's stabbed me in the foot.
But what? Your feet are on the floor.
No, he literally stabbed me in the foot back in like 8th grade.
Oh, well, still, that's another tangent. I'm sorry for the loss of your foot, but you look fine to me. Yep, it's time.
I don't know where that
All right.
one.
Hey, what you got, sir?
I was asking because I don't have that.
And he.
What's up, Bryson?
Do you guys have like any special projects coming up like anytime soon, like this month, next month?
Projects?
In this class?
Yes.
No, not really.
Like
I was kind of thinking about something towards the end of the year.
Okay. 'Cause
Why do you
We're doing like world geography stuff.
Yeah, we're doing. I'm on
You know what's really fun? Some of our teachers let us make cakes and make let us make it look like the geography of like the place we
But it's
were.
pulling up and pull it right back.
When I
out.
was
That was the most.
when I was a science teacher one year,
You're a science teacher?
I was a science
Are you
teacher
good
for a
at
few
science?
years. Middle school science.
Look at-
Yeah.
Right thing.
Like not high school science, but yeah, I had a project one year where we were doing sails, and I let everybody make a cake that looked like a sail. And they would like use candy to like had like the vacuoles and the stuff. So it was like, yeah, they loved that. Then they were eating it, and it's like everybody in the class ate a whole cake, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Did y'all get to eat them?
Maybe you should have.
yeah, they ate them. They ate them. Yeah.
What if, oh my gosh.
So I don't think we'll do that this year. Yeah.
So why not, can I bring a cake tomorrow?
Say what?
Yes.
Yeah, after she gets back.
He just said yes.
Well, the thing is, so here's the thing. It's kind of weird. It's like now they got that rule to where we're not supposed to bring home baked food and share it.
That's
You
not
have
hard.
to buy the food from the store.
Yeah, you
Take
have
a
to
five
have
buck finger, put some stuff in it.
I will
I'll
show
buy the
can do.
materials from the store.
Mess
Then I
around.
bet they put some
I'll
stuff
make
in
it look like I brought it from the store.
Okay.
You do that.
But
They-
all right, so let's, hey folks, hey,
My boobs are gone.
Jaden, hey y'all are, hey, we can get back to
10
the conversation
minutes
for a
trying to
minute.
sit in.
All right, so let me show you my images on the board. So yeah, y'all are right to see here that, so the Persians, hey guys, last time. The Persians had defeated the Spartans and their allies at the Battle of Thermopylae. And then they moved on from there. Their navy's coming down the coast. The troops are also marching down the coast, and they're marching straight for Athens. The Athenians know that this is coming. And when it's talking about their allies from the Peloponnesus, that means the people who are Spartans or live near them are talking about retreating because their country is easier to defend. Athens lets them know, however, that if you do that, we're going to leave you and you're going to be on your own, and maybe you can't defend yourself.
If you bully me.
But Athens has to abandon its city because its city is not defensible enough against hundreds of thousands of soldiers. So their city burns.
Rip.
Herodotus tells us that many people decided to stay. They didn't want to evacuate. And so the Persians murdered them. They burnt the city down, including all of their temples and things like that. So things that they held sacred. The Athenians then are going to have a council where they're going to vote. Are they going to go and retreat towards the Peloponnesus, the land of the Spartans, or are they going to stay behind? Themistocles convinced them to stay because he's threatened to take the navy away. And then his old enemy, Aristides, if you remember him, he got kicked out of Athens. Well, he comes back, and with the help of Themistocles, they managed to trick the Persians into thinking that they were fleeing or that they were going to switch sides. The Persians fall for it, and they bring their navy into this small area. And because it's in a tight area, the Athenians, with their better ships, are able to cut their numbers down, only fight a few of them at a time.
And don't they attack from the back too?
Yeah, and they're going to see here, what they're doing here is they're surrounding them. They're going through the middle, one side, and the other. So they're flanking. Yeah. Ooh, I already got somebody going.
Oh.
So, here's another one. So you see here, the Persians are coming in. Yeah, the Greeks come in here, but you see they're also sneaking in from the side here. And so, yeah, the Persians, though they had a much bigger navy, they had to go through this narrow pass. And so it's going to be a very big victory. The Greek boats, they're called triremes because it's 3 rows of rowers. And these were professional rowers. They were paid well, they were fit, and they had a drummer and a commander who would tell them how fast to go. Somebody steering it.
Was a drummer keep the beat of the rows?
Yeah, they keep the beat of the rows. You see here at the end, this is called a rostrum. That's Latin for beak, and it was tipped with metal, with bronze. So they would
So when you hit
slam
someone, it's gonna
into it
hurt.
and put a hole. See,
Oh,
it's
is that
real
what
low.
that is?
Yeah, see, this will put a real low hole down here at the bottom, and sink the boat. And they kept Marines on top who was
Is that what happened to the one on the bottom right?
Yeah, see, it had a hole, so it capsized. It filled with water.
Ah,
And so
At least the guys are making it out of there.
they also had, of course, would set fire to one another's boats. They had archers, spear throwers. Later on battles, they're gonna have little catapults and
Imagine how
ballista.
scary
Flaming
it'd be if you didn't know how to swim.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Why was someone
hit
fun
the
back
face by
then?
any projectile, and also you have to be scared
Yeah.
of not trying to fall off the boat because you can't swim.
And if you're
Just
the
learn how to
bottom rower,
swim.
if you're the bottom rower, you don't know how the battle's going. These things didn't have windows.
You just
they just had the little
Oh,
spots.
that is my job.
You would know you're screwed if you either smelled smoke or if there was water on your feet. Then you knew things were bad. Yeah.
but you gotta keep going.
Or if you see one of the things, just in case it went up a little bit, see one come through the side.
Yeah. If you tilt to the side, you know what you got.
Yeah, you just
It's I don't know. I never watched it. I'm the one guy who never looked.
The War of 1812.
Two guys have it.
No.
Two guys have one state.
No.
So yeah,
Ew, wasn't there a vegan almond milk?
it's just an advertisement.
Well, there's
Hey,
like,
Jose, can you get your foot down?
well, there's like vegan food.
Oh, yeah, like, oh,
Sorry.
Sponsored by, TCA is sponsored by Dairy Pure.
Hey, folks, so, yeah, again, so this was also hand-to-hand battle during this whole time, so that's between the Persians and, of course, the Greeks. So, yeah, they're ramming, they're trying to kill one another, sailors and Marines.
Okay,
I
something,
feel like
Yeah,
that'd be
trained
fun to play a
archer.
video game
something
about.
I never knew is why do they put shields on the side of the boat?
The shield on the side is there so that if it becomes a battle, or if they need to get off the boat, they can grab the shield and fight with it. So instead of keeping it on the boat in the way, they would just tie it on the side, so they could just take it off when they need it.
This would be an amazing video game.
There probably is something like this. I mean,
Battleship, a medieval battleship.
But your book's right to say, the king Xerxes is watching from like the
What
top
the
of the
heck?
hill.
He's
He's
just
like,
sitting up there watching.
yeah, he's like, uh-oh, and he watches his navy lose. And so
What's he
what does
holding?
he
It is watch
what does he do? He jumps
What's he
on.
holding?
Yeah, just help them
He
out.
goes,
It looks like it's like his scepter, you know?
he's like dives into the water.
I don't know if it looks like a rod.
Did King not swim?
It looks like a
Did he not
lever
have
he's
the
about to
king
pull
behind
and
swim?
just shoot down.
I don't know.
Why does he like have a basket right now?
Because that's his fancy crown. I don't know.
It's so fancy.
That's about
Yeah, so you call him a basket cake.
So it looks like a basket.
Shot fired down.
But if you remember, Xerxes, he's gonna freak out. He's gonna jump on the fastest boat he can and sail all the way back home. So he doesn't want to be there and be captured by these Greeks. The Greeks, however, are still gonna have a battle on their hands because there's still gonna be tens of thousands of Persians left behind, led by the general Mardonius.
How do they not stab each other?
They're hard
They don't.
training, just keep stabbing forward instead of
Just keep
backwards.
slamming, just keep
They
stabbing.
probably-
But if there's like multiple of them all right beside each other
Yeah.
fighting Persians,
Just
what if
keep
the actual-
fighting.
like,
I'm
all-
sure accidents happen. I mean, accidents happen with modern weapons, so I'm sure they happen. with
No,
laser
whoops.
weapons too. Yeah, I mean,
Whoops, my finger slipped.
Was that a finger?
yeah, even with like aircraft and stuff, accidents happen. I
So
mean,
just like bleeding out, just.
but yeah, it's gonna be. This is where the Persians are. Hey, guys. So this is where the Persians and the Spartans finally get to meet each other in battle with all the other Greek allies, and so they were really waiting for this. And so the Greeks are going to win the land battle as well. Your book's also correct in that the Persians tried to bribe them over to their side, and that's something that Persians are going to be more successful with later. And then
Yeah, don't they bribe the Spartans?
they tried to bribe the Athenians, the ones that just burnt the city.
No, I'm saying about later.
Later they will, and it'll work. It'll actually work later. 1 second. So
Write stuff down, no.
yeah, sure. After this, they're going to go free those Ionians who they promised to free a long time ago, and it's going to be over. Hey, what you have, Jake?
Oh.
Oh my god.
No, we're still waiting. When she comes back, he goes, then you, Jacob. So, all right.
Too deep.
So going all the way back.
Then yellow.
What? Yeah,
Oh,
what
she went to the
happened?
nurse.
Been there for 15 minutes.
She went to the nurse.
Yeah, earlier, but now she went to the restroom. Yeah. Hey, what happened to Athens again? Somebody tell me.
Burned.
Yeah. So,
Burn to the ground.
the Athenians fled.
What's for lunch?
Yeah, they won't give me a number till they know what's for lunch. And I told them they're supposed to check in the
And
cafeteria.
they were in the cafeteria.
They were in the cafeteria.
I wasn't.
Meatloaf sandwich.
Meatloaf
I'll
sandwich.
do it.
Who wants a
I like
meatloaf
this.
sandwich? I got
Yeah.
4
I like
hands up,
I'll take one.
5 hands up.
Okay, but
What lunches?
Hey, lunch.
A lunch.
Brian.
how many of y'all are in the A lunch?
Raise your hand if you're an A lunch and you want it. So I got 4 A lunches.
Yeah, we're all.
So that's 5 actually. You're all in A lunch. Okay.
Everybody's in A lunch. Okay.
Jonas, nice. Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So the Athenians fled. Not flee,
I was gonna
fled.
say, what?
D is A, A is B.
And
Two,
the Persians.
three.
Shh. will destroy the city. Don't worry, it will be rebuilt. All right, so the Themistocles plan. So what does Themistocles do? Yes.
He likes him to slave, and the slave like tricks them into thinking that like that.
That's the second part, yes. So the slave tricks him. Good. What was the first part?
He's, oh wait, did he say that he sent them the thing that it
Yes.
says?
Yeah, but
So
what
he-
about the council? What do you do at the council? So the Greeks.
He threatened to not help them if they didn't fight.
Yeah, so the Greeks held a council. Let's see. He told them to fight or Athens would leave. And by that we mean its navy. And then the second part, yeah. So after he wins that, he sent a slave to the Persians with, let's say, it's bad intelligence. So he's like, the enemy, like enemies in warfare are always trying to spy on each other to find out what they're doing, right? So he sent false information to trick them.
So he wanted the slave to look like a traitor, but it's like he wasn't a traitor. He was doing
Yeah. So, and apparently, this guy must have because he must have had a lot of faith in him because this is very dangerous. So now he's in the enemy's hands, and when they find out that he lied to him, he's probably not going to make it that far. And so, so he goes over and he's like, hey, the Greeks are fighting with each other. Some of them might turn on your side during the battle. You might as well go ahead and fight them. So, Xerxes is all happy, so he sends in the navy. And remember that Athenian exile, Aristides, is going to come in. He's like, hey, Themistocles, I know we used to hate each other, but I love my home. I love my people. And guess what? I found out your trick worked. They're going for it. So that's good. That's good.
It's like, ooh, goody.
Yeah. So now they know things are working out. So what happens at the Battle of Salamis, the naval Battle of Salamis?
They make
Greeks
them go
kill
into a
everyone.
narrow strait. And
Yes.
I was reading something, and apparently there was some guy who
Uh-huh.
made this invention called salami. That's why it's called the Battle of Salamis.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
dried meat in the ocean, salty dried meat.
So the Persians
Something to do with the
sailed their navy.
They're fighting over fish.
There you go. To a narrow
Straight.
strait.
And the Greeks picked them off.
That's right. Greeks picked them off. So they got to use. This is exactly like the Battle of Thermopylae. You had
They literally
outnumbered
just
Greeks.
reused the strategy, but on the ocean.
Exactly, yeah. So they were outnumbered. So they channeled them, narrow pass, and this is one of those things like militaries are going to use forever. They're like, we're outnumbered, so
Why
use
does
the
it make me
terrain.
think of what's it called, battle, like tower defense, where it's like all of them go in a little path. But
Okay.
if they just if they all just decided to go at the same time, then you would definitely lose.
Yeah.
They all
It
go
wouldn't
like
work.
one at a time. And it's like
But if you can channel them, then you got a shot. And you can concentrate what you got to do. All right. So what did Xerxes do?
He did.
Yeah, Xerxes sailed home. He's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to die here.
He's a wimp.
Like I will with God.
So
That's
he
what
sailed home.
People think, to think.
Mardonius.
With the water.
What did Mardonius do?
He stayed and fought.
Yeah, stayed with the army. Did he make it?
Nope.
Yeah, he stayed with the army. Does anybody remember the name of that battle? Died at the Battle of. Began with a P, didn't it?
Does over the D or an N?
I thought it was. Wasn't it Platia? Or
Yeah.
it was? Yeah, Platia.
Delos.
Yeah, it's like it's a battle. Was it E-A-E or is it A?
Plataea. What is that? What is PL? No, is it PLATA?
EA,
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, you had it right.
PLATA.
Okay. It's pesky Greeks. All right. There's too many vowels put together there. All right. So the battle of Platia? Okay. So, all right. So we're doing good.
Battle Plateau.
Wow. All the way back to the beginning. It's come
That
full
is too
circle.
many vowels right next to each other.
It is. So Ionia. Ionians were the people the Greeks helped and then Persia got mad about. Ionians asked the Greeks for help. So Timothy, what do they do? What do the Greeks do for Ionia?
Well,
They free
the
them.
Athenians come to help because
Yeah,
They fight for them.
that's right. So
Zion is like a former branch colony. That's what they are.
yeah, then the Greeks.
And make them a Greek city-state. Or states. Make them part of Greece.
Yeah, so like, hey, you're Greek again. Congratulations. Like, okay, cool.
And make them.
Freed them.
In this Ionia. Anyway.
Fight for them.
From Persia. And that is where we're going to pick up. Like tomorrow, we're going to go over some of our next chapter and we're going to study our vocabulary for quizzes 8, 9, and 10. Because on Thursday, we're going to have our quiz over those chapters. Just as a reminder, on Google Classroom, I put up PDFs of these vocabulary terms. There's got little pictures and the definitions of the words and study all that.
Yeah.
We're not going to have another test for 3 weeks, but we will have this now. And as a reminder, I believe next week on Friday, we're going to have a house meeting. And I think kind of coming up, like in a couple weeks, we're going to have our school photos stuff coming up. I know it's
Are we
like
gonna have
really,
free dress or
It's
not?
October 15th.
doubt it. I really doubt it.
Stupid. That's dumb. Then what's the point?
I don't know. I know we realize you're not the one who controls the
Yeah.
offer. You don't really have any say
Plastic.
in what they can do, but that's still stupid.
Sorry, I don't get free dress.
Exactly. It's a yearbook. You should be able to wear whatever you want. And it's not like.
All right, on that note, we're going to end today's lecture. I'll see you tomorrow, kids, on our next chapter. Sorry, Charlie.